Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. A couple weeks ago, I quietly released a new Flieger 42 millimeter pilot's watch in the Islander lineup. I didn't do any video on it, so I figured let's get to it now. And there's two right now. There will be a third eventually. It's 38 millimeter dual time bezel divers. I'm just waiting for the third style to come in, but two of them have already come out, a Batman and a root beer, and I will do a full review on them when the third style, which is going to be a Pan Am, comes out. So we're looking at two Islanders today. Also, a lot of restocks recently hit the store, so I'll quickly just show you some of the new items, or some of the restocked items that finally came in. My wrist check, I am wearing one of the Mitchell Field watches. This is the blue dial. I have not reproduced the blue dial yet. I'm not sure if I will, but you can see it here on the BRAC 39 that we sell. It fits all of the Mitchell Field watches. And on the other wrist is my Seiko Flightmaster, which is, it's on a Seiko mesh bracelet that I stole off of a 5KX 22 millimeter lugs. I filed down the lugs just 1 millimeter, and it fits fine. That's it. Let's see these two very loomy new Fliegers. So before we head into the meat and potatoes of the video, which are the two new releases, just really quickly, new items, old items restocked. I didn't even take the plastic off of them because I really just want to show them to you really quickly. ISL 40. Let's see, is this ISL 83? These are all Mitchell Field watches, guys. Next one, they're stuck together like hamburger patties. ISL 41. These are all 39 millimeter fields. ISL 82. And the all popular ISL 129, which I coined the term the day T, or DAY-T, because it's got the day and date at the bottom in the shape of a T. And all of these field watches you saw, even the DLC ones, if you are so inclined, will fit on the BRAC 39, which I have put on my my blue Mitchell Field watch. I'm not sure if I'm going to redo this blue and the green that I did. But that's that. Let's get our notes all together and talk about what we came here for. There's not much there's really not too much, because these are the same size, shape, everything else as the other Fliegers I've released in the past. This is ISL 181 and 182. Both of them are 229, no matter which one you go for. Just so you guys know, not that, oh, bleeding heart for me. The field watches my price has gone up. I'm holding the line on the stainless steel ones at $199. They really should be going up though to like $229, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. And ditto for these DLC guys, I'm holding the line on these at $229, but I really should be getting more to preserve margins. Again, not your problem, my problem, but just letting you know, price increases just might happen. So I've done the pilot's watch. I've done it, kind of this military style, a bunch. I've done Lume dials. But here I decided to kind of incorporate like the ISL 46 and I think the 81 and some. I decided to do a DLC case with a Lume dial and then use orange accenting on the strap and on the seconds hand to kind of bring it, a little bit almost like a Damasco type or a Zinn type pilot's watch at a much more affordable level. No, I'm not comparing this to a Damasco or a Zinn. I know it is not. Let's get into it. 42 millimeters in diameter. We are 12 millimeters thick to a flat sapphire crystal. It's got anti-reflective coating on the inside. 48 millimeters on the lug tip to lug tip. 22 millimeter lug. It is a standard leather strap. Nothing super special about it. Just that, I kind of went with orange stitch to pop with the orange second hand. It is stamped with the brand name and the rotor. The buckle the buckle is DLC to match, has the logo as well. While I'm on rotor, I am working on customizing rotors on some of the see-through caseback watches that will come out in the future. On the caseback, you will see a rendering of the F-14 Tomcat which was built on Long Island in Grumman's facility in Bethpage, flown out in Calverton. So this is an A dial. I think it's 229. 100 meters of water resistance, screw down crown, 85 grams. This guy is going to run on an NH36 or 35 movement, even though it's a no date. 38 was not available simply. Also, the 38 is more expensive, so it helps me keep costs down to use a 36. But we do remove the date mechanics. So when you go out to the middle click, it's just freewheels. There's no clicking going on. There's no mechanism turning on the inside. So at the second click out, you can change the time. Hand winds, hacks, obviously. 40 hours of power reserve, 24 joules, blah, 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 blah. So this is the A dial. It's very, very clean. You'll see the lume. So obviously, if you haven't figured out, this is a full lume dial. And then black hands, black numbers. So the negative is really cool and sweet. Did I show you the logo crown? I'm not sure. So this is the A dial, ISL 181. And then, excuse me, this is the ISL 182. Running? Yes, it is running. So same watch, just in a B dial with my patented hour hand that extends past the hour circle, which drives some people bananas. People say, Mark, do you know the hour hand is supposed to point into the circle? Mark does know this. Mark does not like that, because if you look at watches that are like that, I'm pointing to my eyes. You obviously can't see me pointing to my eyes, but I'm pointing to my eyes. My eyes cannot escape the fact that the hour hand is so short and stubby, it bothers me to no end. I feel like the ratio between the hour and the minute hand here is much better. So Mark decides, since this is Mark's brand, I extend the hour hand past the circle. You can still read the hours. Everything is legible. Looks great. Let's see. So type A, type B. So this is your navigator dial, observer dial, whatever you want to call it. Minutes on the outside were more important for navigation with the minute hand, whereas on this one, it was really just telling the time. The hours was paramount for the pilot. So that's the two of them. Let's do the Lume Shot. And for those of you that like Easter eggs, here is a big fat one for the GMT Islander that's coming out soon. So these are done in full BGW9. Glows a beautiful blue when the lights go down. And you'll notice that when the lights were on, the dial is fairly, quote unquote, white. Whiter than, say, I happen to have the Mitchell full lume next to me. Then the C3, which is the ISL 83. See, this is green. This is C3. When I flip the lights back on, I'll bring that guy back into the picture so you can see the difference in dial colors. But please, I mean, there's absolutely no issue reading any of these. They look amazing. With the lights back on, you can see these are definitely, whiter in color. This is more of a creamy or yellow dial color. C3 and BGW9. Let's try these on. I said let's try these on. I'm only going to try on one of them. So here is the B dial. Here I am on the strap, guys. You could see 6 3/4 inch wrist. So this will go down to like a 6 1/4. I think below that anyway, you'd be looking at a 39 millimeter Flieger, which I did not do any full looms like this yet in the 39 shape, but fits me well. I love the pop of color that the orange gives, and then the match on the contrast stitch on the strap. I think that's going to wrap things up. What do you think of that Easter egg I showed you before? The watch happens to be right here. Let's see how close I can come in with it. That's all you're going to get. That one's going to come out probably sometime mid-September. It's going to float around $1,000 or so as a Swiss GMT with a Solita movement, Swiss GMT. That's it. This is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com showing you 2 new Islander Pilots watches. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so, especially so you know when that hot new GMT is going to be released. Questions or comments or anything else, put them down below, and I'll be sure to address them as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.